Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Diddy67 back at it again. You know what time it is. It's Storytime Sunday. If you're new to the channel, this is basically where every Sunday I just upload random stories about my life and stuff like that. You know how it is. But anyway, let's get right into the next one. So, as I said in the last video, this story will be about my history school trip, which honestly to this day is probably one of the funniest things I've ever had happen to me. So we're going to jump right in with the trip there, which in itself is a complete, I don't know, it's just completely mental. So before we left, I decided I need refreshments. I want to, I want to have some refreshments for everyone. So I bought 10 litres of Mountain Dew. Now you can probably tell that's a terrible idea, because 10 litres of Mountain Dew is quite a lot, and I was planning on drinking as much as I could while I was there. So we're on the way, we're on the coach. I'm obviously, everyone's trying to sleep. I had a bottle of Mountain Dew and I was like, yeah, we good. And then I woke up and proceeded to throw up over everyone's stuff on the back seat. Which, great start. Now, obviously, for that I was moved away because I don't think people didn't want me there as I was throwing up on everything. But we're just starting off here. We're going to start with a little bit of a tame one. So now we're gonna move on a bit to when we actually arrived at our destination, which was a very nice lodge in Belgium, near I think it was near the French border. And so we got there, everyone settled on what room they were staying in, and I wanted to charge my phone, which is a fair enough thing. My phone was nearly dead, I needed to charge it, just to keep it on things. And I noticed that there was a screw lodged in one of the plugs, and I was like, okay, this is the only plug actually in the room, and I can't use it because of this stupid little screw. So one of my friends decides to be very smart and to, just pull it out. He's like, this will be fine. Of course, so he goes to pull it out, gets a shock, gets thrown across the room, and the power's gone to the entire lodge. The entire lodge is now without power, and it's our fault. And of course, everyone's like, what's going on? And we're trying not to take too much responsibility, but also not to laugh just hysterically in it. But, we carried on. The power eventually came back on. And when you're on a trip and you're with your mates, you decide to just fuck around. So we were fucking around, and we decided to start just hitting each other with pillows and just shit. I don't know why, but we did. And someone got hit so hard that it caused them to start bleeding from their nose. The problem with that is he faints at the sight of blood. So this guy gets hit in the face, starts bleeding, and then passes out. So as a room, as a group collective, we have to clean up his blood from the walls so it doesn't look like a murder scene. And obviously, you're probably thinking right now, oh, this is an interesting trip. This was within about 2 hours, and it only gets worse. The first night, our history teacher, who was, rumoured to be an alcoholic, proved just that by getting absolutely hammered, so bad that you could hear him from upstairs in the lodge rooms that we were all staying in, and we were absolutely in stitches. But of course, the other members of staff comes up and says, go to bed, which we didn't. So that got us in a lot of trouble as well. And then we just decided just not to, and we got quite a lot of trouble. So, just to cap things off, interesting first day. Moving on a bit, the whole point of this trip was to go out and just look at some battlefields. It was for World War II and World War One. So we went out, looked at some battlefields, standard stuff, and then as part of the trip we also had to look at some army cemeteries for the British, but also for the Germans, which annoyed someone who proceeded to cry, moan, and then refuse to leave the coach there, to the point where we had to drag him out. We had to drag him off the coach. So that was an interesting one. He wasn't happy. Moving on a little bit, we as part of it we had some free time. We could, you know, we had a day we had free time, go into the town that was near our lodge and just, you know, chill out or whatever. So we were doing that. And of course, we decided to go and get some ice cream because there was an ice cream shop there that was quite hot. So we went to get some ice cream and I went in there and I'm like, okay, I don't know how well like anyone speaks English. And I'm like, okay, I want to try and get my point across because I don't speak any like Belgian or Dutch or French or really anything like that well. So I decided I'm going to speak nice and slowly. It was then I found out that they spoke perfect English, but they decided just to have a bit of a laugh by, yeah, speaking in, I think it was probably Dutch, because we were in the sort of Dutch, more like Dutch orientated part of Belgium. I can't really think of the word. And, yeah, they decided to, you know, screw with me a little bit, which was funny. But then it was made worse by the fact that one of my friends decided to just go up there and speak normally, and yeah, that made me feel a little bit, well, not, I wouldn't say racist, but just a fucking idiot, really. And I also decided, there was also this girl that was with us who, there are some stories about her I could honestly tell, but I don't want I don't want her on my ass about it, because there's a lot of shit. But we decided, so she decided to hang around with us, and none of us liked her that much, so we didn't really hang around with her, but she hung around with us, you know, and it was alright, but whatever. And then this will tie in later on, don't worry, but I'm just trying to think of anything else. Oh, yeah, we also decided to there was just some weird shit, like someone decided like they were going to try and chat up everyone in the country. It seemed it didn't go well for him. We also found we actually found some football channels, or for you Americans, some soccer channels, and there was a Champions League game on, so we watched that when we were supposed to have been asleep. We also found a bunch of Belgian porn channels, so that's a thing. It was like, you know, just weird as fuck, and yeah, it was free, so whatever. And then there were some interesting things that went on the night. I don't really, there's someone decided to have relations with a wardrobe and his own bed and a suitcase, amongst other things. That was interesting. Also, we bullied someone pretty badly. I kind of feel sorry for him now in hindsight, but we just wouldn't let him sleep for like 2 days. We just kept waking him up in the night just to fuck with him. It was quite funny. But anyway, so that's the trip part. There, you know, it sounds there was a lot of interesting shit that went on, but we're now going to go to the trip home, which had just as much interesting shit on a trip home. So, first of all, I still had quite a lot of money, so everyone went to KFC and I lent this girl that was hanging around with us some money, because I was like, I'm going to be a nice person, you know. And of course, because of that, everyone thought I was trying to bang her. I wasn't. I never was. But no, we're going to get a little bit further on on the same trip we were in KFC, and our history teacher was being chatted up by a very nice person. But whenever we decided to take the piss, she got pretty angry with us. So yeah, it wasn't brilliant on that one. But it was interesting to see a history teacher getting chatted up in KFC. Never seen that one before. And yeah, I think that's pretty much the main shit that happened that I can actually remember, because this was about 6 years ago now, I would say, easily about 6 years ago, maybe 7, I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, that's going to be it for the story video. Now, next week, there isn't going to be a story that I chose. I was actually requested to tell a story from some friends of mine who recently discovered these videos and decided that they want to see this sort of thing. So next week will be about how I was set on fire, or almost was. Yes, that sounds a bit crazy. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. I know this video could be a little bit late, but that's because at the time of this recording, I'm literally about to go to sleep to begin my first day of university tomorrow. So when you see this video, I will either have just started university or I'll be on the way. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, share, subscribe. This has been Diddy67. Peace.
Hero.